Welcome to I Need Some Disney, the podcast where we dive into everything Disney, from the parks to the rides to the movies to the shows and everything in between. What time is it? It's summertime as we dive in to discuss a pretty forgettable sequel to an absolute masterclass of a Disney Channel original film. I'm Blake T. Wild, and today I am not the host. I am in fact the co-host to Lena.
I'm most definitely not the host. Hi, guys.
You're the host of these episodes. A High School Musical. When I think of High School Musical, I think of you.
We've been over this. I am the guest starring.
You're guesting as the host. How about that?
Okay.
I think that intro was far better than the first one.
Well, the other one, you were confusing me.
I was confusing myself. This is a sequel episode, prequel episode to High School Musical 3. On our coverage of High School Musical 2. What is the subtitle? School's Out? It should be written on those photos that you have.
What? Wasn't it just High School Musical 2?
I thought it had a subtitle.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just High School Musical 2.
No, it is. It is High School Musical 2. You were right.
I mean, on this float we're looking at, it says School's Out.
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the float.
It also says, what time is it?
It's
I don't know,
1:25 p.m. High School Musical 2. No subtitle, because only the third one had a subtitle. And today, if that sounds you're hearing are her photo album, check out the previous episode for more information on that. So High School Musical 2, Lena?
Yeah?
Thoughts? Just overall thoughts before we get into this?
Of course, they released this right when we were going on summer break.
Makes sense.
So it made summer break just that much better because you got to watch these teenagers have fun over summer break while you sat on your couch.
I wouldn't say they're having that much fun. For the majority of the film, they seem pretty, terrible.
They are at a beautiful resort, though.
Yeah, but they're working there.
Yeah, good point.
This whole thing, they're working there under a boss that none of them like. Troy's life is falling apart because he doesn't know what he wants to do when he graduates. And everything. This is the Empire Strikes Back of the High School Musical films.
I guess so. Well, a lot of this one focuses on Zach and his future.
Who's Zach?
Oh.
Who's Zach?
Zac Efron, Troy Bolton, my bad. Oh my gosh, how could I?
Who? Zach who?
I called it by the actor's name and not the actual character. Sue me.
I will. I'll see you next week in court.
Okay.
Small claims.
Small claims, of course. It's focusing on him a lot. He honestly, is the star of this one.
I mean, he's kind of the star of the first one, too. Some would argue he's also the star of the third one.
He definitely has more screen time than everyone. But also this really focuses on Sharpay as well, because we end up at their family's golf
country
resort?
club.
Country club resort.
Country club resort, yeah.
Golf resort.
Yeah, it's because this is a real place, but it's insane that it exists.
So I guess it's a country club, right?
It's both. It's a country club / resort. There is a country club option where it's the golfing and the lodge and all the restaurants, but also it's a hotel resort that you can go to.
I don't remember seeing the hotel building though.
That's the main. Well, obviously because they work in the kitchen or whatever.
I guess.
But why wouldn't it be? There's all those pools. There's a massive main building there. I don't know. I guess I could have looked into the place that they filmed it at, but I didn't.
I guess the actual hotel rooms could be on the other side of the golf course because they're never in the background.
How big is that building that they?
Well, that's obviously the country club, but
maybe.
It's not like it's 2 stories or anything.
Do we ever see where the pools are?
No.
In relation to anything else?
You would assume they're in the back of the country club,
I need an aerial map of this fucking place, the Evans Country Club or whatever it's called.
I mean, you could probably just find where they filmed it.
I'm not going to do that. You have to look at Utah.
But of course, the movie starts out, it's their last day of school, they're getting ready for summer break. They have the epic song, What Time Is It?
It's 1:29 p.m.
Which, the time is it summertime, implying you don't gotta focus on the time because you're on summer break.
Oh, is that what it means?
You didn't catch that?
No, I thought it was
what time is it? Summertime.
Yeah, because school is now over.
Exactly, so you don't have to focus on any time.
I didn't get that part.
Because it's summertime.
We established last episode that I had never seen this movie before. Or if I had, I'd had seen the beginning, because I 100% have seen the What Time Is It, because I was obsessed with that song. I love that one.
Also, he doesn't get context clues.
Get what?
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, for years, I just paid no attention to this film. And I think I thought that it took place in Hawaii because...
I forgot you thought that. You guys, okay, like a little side convo between us. He was all like, one day, he was like, hey, where's the one where they go to Hawaii? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was dead set. He wouldn't listen to me. He was like, I swear, I've seen it before. I've seen them in Hawaii. I kept telling him, no, they've never.
There was a Hawaiian prince.
He never went to Hawaii. And then he said that. And then I was like, oh, so the song Sharpay sings.
Yeah, and then he said that, and I was like, oh. Because the only thing I saw besides, I'm sure Disney Channel, they just aired like, the song, no, like the song, the scenes.
Oh yeah, the songs. Yeah,
like
the
they just
scenes.
aired those separately from anything else. So I think I saw that. And then before the film came out, they were releasing their like behind the scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. One of them was the behind the scenes of her Hawaiian song, Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a.
I am not saying that today.
The thing that I knew, here's my story, is that that's all that I saw. Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a. What is it? The state fish of Hawaii, or it's some sort of fish. I learned that from that behind the scenes thing, because they made a big deal about how the fuck to say it. Mm-hmm. How old would we have been?
We would have been 11 or 12. Oh, wait. No, yeah, that's not right.
Would have been like 9 or 10.
Oh, yeah, I remember this premiered right before the summer between 3rd grade and 4th grade. And I remember because in 4th grade, my mom for back to school bought me this High School Musical 2 bag. And I thought it'd be so cool walking in with it. And then no one cared.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, no one cared.
I care. Hey, I care.
Oh, good.
No, you don't know what reference that is? That's Han Solo.
Oh.
Meanwhile, across the city, at my 3rd into 4th grade or whatever, I was the only kid who knew how to say it. Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a. I distinctly remember there was like a group of kids that I knew. This is like the one of the few memories I still have from my childhood.
This movie sticks.
I was in class, and there's like 3 girls and 2 boys or something like that I was friends with. They were talking about it, and they were all trying to say it. And then I just turned in my seat and said, "It's Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a."
Wow, you're such a smart ass.
Yeah, that's. And they're like, "Blake, how do you know how to say it?" I was like, "I watched the behind the scenes thing." And that was the last I had ever seen of High School Musical. Eventually, I'm sure I saw like a YouTube video about it, about how weird it is. And it was like, oh yeah, he's on the golf course or whatever. But if you only see that and the Hawaiian behind the scenes thing, there's no way to know that they're at a golf course. They could be at Hawaii.
I mean, yeah, it was a Hawaiian song, but you don't have to go to Hawaii to sing a Hawaiian song.
Clearly, I think they missed out. They should have sent the whole cast to Hawaii.
I don't think they could afford that. But, anyways.
All right, let's get this.
Anyways, after you jumped to basically the end of the movie.
Oh, is that when it takes place?
That's almost the end.
Anyway.
Near.
What time is it? It's 1:34.
Summertime. So, honestly, that was a genius way to start the movie. Like, whoever came up with that, applaud to you. Just the countdown.
Kenny Ortega, and the Italian man.
The countdown to summer break, and then you just all break up to a song.
Peter Barsocchini. He wrote all 3 of them.
Honestly, what really made that too, was the fact that they just ended up dancing through the halls as they were leaving, like throwing paper everywhere and just having all this fun in the halls, which is what you want the last day of school to be, even though it never is.
I remember the thing that always comes to mind is the ticking of the clock.
Yeah,
beforehand.
And they're all like, summer, summer, just watching the clock, not even listening to their teacher.
Is the teacher even talking? I thought the teacher was doing it too.
It's Darvis.
Oh,
no, she's lecturing them on something, and they're just all watching the clock.
That's a very sort of Grease era musical as well. It's not that close to Carrie, but Carrie the musical. But maybe I'll bring that up later as well.
But of course, that honestly Oh my gosh, that made that movie. It blew my mind.
Would you say that What Time Is It is the We're All in This Together of High School Musical 2?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah. And then I also remembered a little thing from, all the backstage stuff they showed on Disney Channel.
Behind the scenes.
I also remember them talking about that song and how one of the reasons they thought it turned out so great is that they all were just, goofing around. That's a mixture of all the cast, having fun doing different dance moves and coming up with different things to do. That part where they do the whole, wave roller coaster thing with each person, lapping over. That was the cast idea. Because they were just having fun, and they ended up doing that, and they were like, wait, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the one... Even though the third one was a feature film released theatrically, still doesn't have that much behind-the-scenes stuff. This one has a fair amount of, behind-the-scenes choreography. There is an incredible scene of when Troy's doing his golf course dance, of Kenny Ortega
I've
there,
seen that.
doing it with him.
Yeah,
and,
Kenny Ortega's trying to guide him, and
it
he's
seems
doing
like,
the dance.
It seems like what you were saying about how, the cast had far more input on this. Because I think... Based on that video of Kenny Ortega and Zac Efron out there, it kind of seems like they were just doing a bunch of different takes and all right, let's try this time. Do you have any ideas? Do this and flare out and this and that. They're...
Oh, and then let's try this, and then, let's try it from this angle.
Yeah, well, it helps when the fucking director is a world-renowned choreographer.
Yeah.
That you can sort of do that each take rather than, it's this one succinct thing that we have to, film this way.
Well, we'd have to look into it, because I'm pretty sure the time frame for High School Musical 3 wasn't it really short?
They were all short. They're all... these 3 films were released once every year for 3 years.
Oh. I remember it being something like that, and then the fact that they...
A normal film only takes 3-4 months to film.
Didn't it have a bigger budget, therefore they hired...
High School Musical 3?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Did you not see that
the huge
spinning
budget,
hallway?
Which meant that they could hire more to, do that for them. You know what I mean?
No.
They could hire more choreographers along with Kenny Ortega.
Well, yeah, they had... I'm pretty sure they still had one from the first one.
Well, yeah, I meant, more, though.
Oh.
So it would save time, because they would be choreographing everything.
I see. Anyway, that's for next time.
Anyways.
This is summertime,
we barely got through the beginning. We need to stop. But basically, yeah, so they just got out of school, and they kind of talk about, wanting jobs.
Is this the one where he has his shitty truck?
Uh-huh. They're juniors about to be seniors, so they want to make some money, right? They want a summer job. Sharpay Evans, of course, I don't really remember how they transitioned, but basically, Sharpay Evans, of course, and Ryan end up going back to the country club to spend their summer break at their parents' place, and she ends up talking to the hiring manager of all.
Mr. Fulton.
Mr. Fulton.
Manager of her family's country club, Lava Springs. Lava Springs, that's another reason I probably thought it was in Hawaii.
Yeah, that doesn't help. She makes Mr. Fulton call Zac Efron.
Really?
Troy Bolton. Call Troy and offer him a job so so Sharpay can spend more time with Troy over the summer.
Yes.
Well, she's gonna get Troy all to himself. Herself.
She's gonna get Troy all to Ryan's.
But what Sharpay doesn't know is that her parents agreed to hire Gabriella and the rest of his friends along the way.
That's his stipulation.
Because Troy's like, hey, I know other people that would be great for this job. You should hire them too. And especially her mom, Sharpay's mom, agrees to it. Because she wants them to bond. But Sharpay doesn't know that yet, okay, guys? I'm just cluing you in. And then that leads, though, because she thinks she's going to have the best summer ever. Once she finally gets to the country club, that leads to her singing Fabulous, which every girl my age loved. We were obsessed
What is Fab?
with it.
I didn't listen to the High School Musical 2 ones.
Pool.
How does it go?
She has
Can you
to
sing it for
have
me?
everything fabulous. No, I can't sing that one.
I don't recall.
No, I'm not singing that one.
Clearly it's not that memorable to me. A straight white man.
Where she's singing, she wants everything to be fabulous.
I don't know.
And then she falls into the pool.
I remember that.
To get Troy's attention?
I don't know. Just keep going. I don't know.
Anyways.
Not the best song, I'll say. It's not the best song. If anybody likes that song, you're a fool.
It definitely was more of a girly song. Because it was talking about how she wanted the best of the best, but like, material-wise. And then she sees Troy, and then she's all like, yeah, like, I have to have the best of the best. Like, I have to have him, too.
Some would say Chad is the best of the best.
You know what?
You know who Chad is? He's the guy who looks like he's 35 years old that's a part of this high school friend group.
But of course. Yeah, the weird part of this, I still don't understand. Like, I kind of get it. She, like, fell into the pool for attention, but I still don't understand why she did it. At the end of the song, she just falls back into the pool.
Because she was taken a gas by Gabriella's presence.
I still can't tell if she fell or she threw herself in there.
I think she fell. I think she was like, she fainted, and then the coldness of the water woke her back up.
I guess so. Then, of course, Gabriella is the new lifeguard, so she's the one who jumps in to save her. But it's so funny because if you see the cut of it, the person who jumps into the water
it's not her.
Is not Vanessa Hudgens.
It's like a 6 foot tall male stunt double.
Well, I remember they addressed it in the backstage stuff. So many people said, oh, like, oh, well, she can't swim. And it's like, no, it's not that. They didn't want to get her hair dry again because she was already in the pool for the scene of, like, talking to like, Sharpay. And they were all like, well, we're not going to dry her hair just to have her fall in there again. So they just had the stunt person jump in. It's
interesting that they didn't just film those scenes in order, but who am I to say how a film production works?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense quite. It just happened in the moment because... it cuts anyways, so they could have had one of her jumping in, and they could have had one where she's already in the water. Unless they tried that, and she messed it up somehow, like her dive wasn't good enough or something.
That doesn't look like a teenage lifeguard dive. Get a stunt double.
So, and they didn't want to re-dry her hair, so they were all like, screw it, get a stunt double.
Get a skunk double. Get that skunk over there, put it in a bikini, toss it in the pool. Do it again, you're in frame.
That part's interesting. I don't know if you guys ever seen the TikToks, but there was also a lot of TikToks saying that she didn't know how to swim, which is kind of obvious. She doesn't know how to swim well, but obviously she's...
Oh my gosh, she's just like you.
But no, if you remember the behind the stage things, behind the scenes.
Ashley Tisdale.
Stage. What's her face? Taylor actually didn't know how to swim, so she had to learn while she was on set.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get in the pool at all, though.
She jumps in at the end with everyone. So
eagle-eye viewers
and she was all like, well, I don't want to be the only one that doesn't jump in, so she learned how to swim.
She just got a
for
skunk
the role.
double.
Mm-hmm. But of course, they find out like all their friends are there. Sharpay finds out all of them are there and flips out. And then she talks to the manager dude, Mr. Fulton.
Never knew that was his name. Do they ever say his name in the fucking movie?
Yes, they do. Of course they do. And say is basically try to do anything to make them quit. So he starts making their life miserable, being really strict on their shifts and everything and what they can do.
Yeah, apparently this version of New Mexico is not a work-for-hire state.
Yeah. They're like, whatever, we're going to work it out. That's
where
Work This Out.
That's what the song
comes into play. Zach convinces them to all stay and like just work together. We'll figure it out.
This film was very forgettable.
And then Troy and Gabriella have their own little date on the golf course.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then Sharpay gets jealous and turns on the sprinklers and tries to ruin it, but it doesn't. So
it makes it even hotter, ironically.
But then Fulton catches them, so they get ran up.
Oh yeah, what happens with that?
That's their like first strike.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. He was the strikes. Meanwhile, Kelsey Nielsen, aka
Kelsey.
Buzzy from Cranium Command, has returned with a brand new song.
Yeah, she writes her song "You Are the Music in Me," inspired by Troy and Gabriella. And she's thinking about having them sing it for the talent show that they have at the club.
Yeah, I was going to say, coincidentally enough, this country club also has a talent show. But then I remembered Sharpay and Ryan's parents own it, and there's no way in hell that it didn't originate because of their kids.
Yeah, and then they win it every year.
Yeah, that's right.
But then again, okay, like, I feel like it should discredit them, but I mean, Sharpay and Ryan are pretty... talented.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, like, they're really talented, so it makes sense that they win every year. But also feels a little rigged because their parents own the place.
Yeah, but they're definitely, they get the most, they have the most money to put into this and performance-wise.
Yeah, so of course they're gonna win.
How does a talent show work? It's like...
Well,
What did they? It's like employees versus the owners or something. It's like a class warfare for this talent show.
this one was, they kind of made it sound like it's a tradition and a special show for, like, sponsors and, like, friends of the country club.
Oh.
So that's what they made it sound like.
You are the music in... Does this one... That's not when they sing it, though, is it?
That's not the one they sing in the show.
When do they sing You Are the Music in Me? Is that at the end? Oh, yeah.
No.
I see it. Oh, no.
I just said that's not the one they end up singing.
What do they sing?
They sing Every Day.
I don't remember, though.
Well, okay, that's what you get for not remembering the songs.
Every day.
No, that's
things
not
are
it.
getting closer. The Buddy Holly song, they do a duet version of that?
Troy ends up being, like, Troy and Chad end up being the caddy for the Evans family. So they have to...
And by that, it means Troy is Sharpay's caddy and Ryan has to walk.
Yeah. But since Sharpay is, like, really talking him up to her dad, and obviously her dad has a lot of connections, so they start making connections for his future in basketball.
AKA U of A.
Yeah,
which
U
I
of
thought
A.
was the actual place, University of Arizona, but it's the possibly fictitious University of Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Watch, it is. And you just said
if
that.
it is, I refuse to accept it. Can we talk about how great Troy is at golfing?
Oh yeah, he's shockingly really good at golfing. And they let him play with them, which is, honestly, when you think about it, is weird. Like, you're letting your caddy play with you and take a few shots. Like, that's weird.
Hey, Troy, come over here. He puffs his cigar. Swing this ball. It's, people online like to complain a lot about how Rey from the new Star Wars trilogy is a Mary Sue. Can we talk about how much of a Mary Sue Troy Bolton is? He can do fucking anything. He can sing, he can dance, he can golf, he can play basketball, he can kind of work on a truck. Where were we?
Basically, yeah, that, like, Sharpay's trying to sabotage us, and in a weird way, try to buy Troy by giving
She's trying to
him...
buy his affection.
Buy something. Just with her connections and
Doesn't she
his
get him, like, a
future.
whole thing of clubs, too?
Yeah, and keeps buying him stuff. He even gets a promotion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what's next. And because of all this, he ends up missing a date with Gabriella. Then, of course, he gets the promotion, which separates him from his friends.
What is his promote? What is he doing? He goes from caddy to golf instructor.
Yeah, golf instructor or something like that.
But they say that he can keep the tips as well. Was that...
Something like that, so he's getting paid, like, hourly and gets any extra
Yeah, he gets
tip
to keep
cash.
it. Yeah. Which is, like, kind of...
That would be a lot of money, especially at a golfer's resort.
I feel like it'd be more if he was doing caddy work, but... Because the only time that we do see him as a golf instructor, it's for, like, a kid's birthday or something.
No, it's just kids in general.
Well, you don't know. It could have been their birthday. They could have dressed up in little golf outfits.
I guess. It obviously wasn't a birthday, though.
You know, this might be a controversial opinion. I think they should have pivoted to a golf-based franchise instead of basketball.
Yeah, whatever. So, the funny thing about that, though, it's really funny. There is this one scene when he is trying to train the little kids, and then Sharpay comes and was all like, oh, I'm your 4 o'clock or whatever, and she's messing up all her swings, like she's never golfed before in her life, so of course Troy has to, like, help her.
And she's, like, backing her ass up into him and fucking everything, too.
And, like, so it was just really weird. And by the time he walks away, she just sets it down. It hits a perfect, like...
drive?
Yeah, perfect drive that goes almost to the other side of the freaking golf course. And it's just all, like, that was just really weird. Like, I was all like, well, like, her family owns, like, a resort that has a golf course. Like, why wouldn't she know how to golf?
Yeah, you made that point, but yeah.
So, and it's like, it's weird that he didn't question it. I would have questioned her, been like, you shouldn't
Troy
you know
is
how
not the brightest.
Clearly.
He's not the basketball with the most air in him.
I want to see his grades.
Not great, but probably because he's the star athlete
not
of the
great,
fucking
but
school. It doesn't
passing.
matter.
Well, at least he's passing.
They should have done a follow-up of that scene where Ryan is out in the grass field doing something, and he just gets hit in the head with a golf ball.
That'd be funny. They should have added that. Anyways, because of all this as well, Zach has met people from the
U of A.
I
don't know if they're actual basketball players
Probably
or not.
not. Just go with it.
They're tall enough. They could be.
And he ends up starting to like even play with them, like
doing trainings and stuff.
With them.
This.
And like
Corbin Blue's getting
they let
jealous.
and Corbin Blue's getting all jealous because he's getting to skip out on work to play ball with them and everything.
They act like these guys are like famous basketball players,
well,
which is why
level, yeah.
I think they're past
I think
college.
they're implying it's a D1 school.
I don't know what that means.
Like the top of the top for sports.
I don't know. I thought that they were supposed to be like beyond college level because they do look older.
Mm-hmm. No, they're college level.
They look like they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
I guess everybody else does too, so it doesn't matter.
Well, it is a senior year, so yeah, that would be the time to start getting.
Not. That's
they're
movie.
About to be in their senior year, so
But,
you want to get scouted.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I was thinking. Are they former players, current scouts? Is that what they're doing?
No, they're players, and their coach was there too to scout.
Oh, I just think they look too old. They should have got.
I mean, they could have been in their last year of college.
Should have got a LeBron impersonator. In this universe, LeBron works at the University of Albuquerque.
Okay, are you done yet?
No, it's called improv.
And because of that, even Sharpay invites them to the talent show to see him sing, because they also brag that he's more than sports, like he can also sing. And the deal is that Sharpay has to sing with Troy, though. Like, Troy's gonna sing with her to impress the scouts.
You make it sound way more altruistic than it actually is.
Okay, then what is it?
It's Sharpay holding Troy hostage, essentially.
Well, yeah.
I know, but I don't know. Just how you said it made it sound like, oh yeah, he can come if he sings with me. But it's like, you people get nothing unless I get everything.
Exactly.
When is Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apawa'a come on?
I don't know. You're the one that did these notes.
Well, this is just straight from Wikipedia. Isn't it? It's around now, right? It's like their rehearsal.
I think it's right now, yeah. Because she. Oh yeah, remember it is right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not in the notes. She sings.
Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apawa'a.
She sings that song and then was all like, "Did you love it? Like, we're gonna sing it together." And then it freaks him out, so he runs away.
It also freaks Ryan out. He gets very upset.
Oh yeah, Ryan gets really upset. He's like, "What am I supposed to do with my kingfish costume or prince fish costume? Like, I just got it. Like, that's my part."
This isn't a great film. Definitely not as good as the other two.
No.
I think that main issue comes from not enough Ryan. There should be more Ryan in these.
Okay.
He's the best character. I just like him. He's funny.
Well, yeah, that's also another problem. They made it too dramatic and made Sharpay way too controlling, which kind of...
Yeah, he gets nothing to do aside from just be her lapdog this film.
It's more of the fact that she doesn't stop. It puts an awful taste in your mouth.
Which is really weird because...
It feels like bullying at this point.
It is bullying. It's full-on bullying, which is weird because the first film ends and it's like, oh, Sharpay had like a change of heart. No, she didn't. She just saw that this was her time to back down. They won the battle, but not the war.
Yeah.
Sharpay always wins. She just has to wait until summer. But Ryan gets his, he hangs out with Gabriella. He
starts hanging out with Gabriella.
He
and the
actually
Wildcats,
might get the most character growth in this film out of anybody else. Because I feel like everybody sort of begins and ends where they were at each side, like where they were in the films. But Ryan, he starts under Sharpay, and then he develops and grows with the underlings, the poors, the Wildcats, I suppose. And doesn't he, after this, when Sharpay blows off his kingfish outfit or whatever, doesn't he help them, like, with their rehearsals and everything?
Right after the I Don't Dance thing. So yeah, after this...
Oh my god, I forgot about I Don't Dance.
Well, Wikipedia was wrong. It wasn't really a talent show. It was a baseball game. So they all have like a staff baseball game that they go to after all their shift. And I think it was Gabriella convinces Ryan to go to it.
Because he's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. And she saw how sad he was just lurking around there. So she was all like, you know what, just come with us.
She takes pity on him.
But of course, there's other people there, the other staff, that don't like that he's there because he's not staff. And he ends up in this whole baseball dance battle with Chad.
The most homoerotic thing to ever take place on the Disney Channel, I think, and I love it.
I still personally, like, I get the point, but I personally still don't see it like that.
Oh, I can only see it like that.
I get it. I see it. I just,
You're just not looking...
Well, no, I feel like you're pulling too much out of it. Like, just because two guys are singing against each other, they're automatically gay.
The lyrics are very suggestive. If I could remember any of them, I would recite them.
Where? Where exactly?
I just said if I could remember.
He just is telling him that it's Chad the whole time saying that he doesn't dance.
Yeah, he's... Wait, is Chad Corbin Blue?
He's like, if I can do this, then you can do that, but I don't dance.
Yeah, because he's closeted and he's like, no, I don't swing that way. Get it? Swing that way, because it's baseball and he's closeted.
Well, if they actually said that, yeah, that would pull more, but... No, like, I get it. Like, I'm saying there's a lot of ways you can swing it, but...
I'm just saying they're tugging those baseball bats.
Dude, oh my gosh. I'm not saying I don't see it. It's just you guys are really pulling at it.
I love it. It's my favorite song.
You're playing your own stuff into it.
Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apawa A, if that's the name of the song. Number 1. I Don't Dance, number 2. Mm-hmm. Those are the most memorable.
Yeah. And then, of course, they hit it out of the park with the dance and the choreography with I Don't Dance. Of course, and the irony, the whole time they're singing I Don't Dance and they're all dancing.
No, they're choreographing.
They're choreographing. That part was always so cool. I was like, why don't we bust out like that ever on a baseball field?
Whoa, hey. 2 guys busting out on a baseball field?
Yeah. After that,
Also, doesn't Ryan have his own... Does he have a baseball outfit that he just gets?
I don't remember.
I don't know why in my mind I'm thinking he shows up in regular clothes and then is suddenly just wearing a full baseball outfit.
I don't know. You'd have to look it up. So after that, Sharpay is trying to force Kelsey to rearrange You Are the Music and Me into more of a number she would like with Troy.
Just kind of a carryover from what they do in the first film with her songs.
She just gets upset at the staff and all the Wildcats, and she forces Bolton to ban the staff from performing at the talent show. And after all that, Gabriella is just done with it. Like, throughout this entire movie,
she's just getting shit on this whole fucking film.
Yeah, and she leaves. She's, like, done. She's done with Sharpay. She's done with not seeing Troy.
She's done with getting her hair
wet
and then dried and then wet again and then having to watch that skunk get a bikini put on it.
Uh-huh. So, and then she sings Gotta Go My Own Way.
You can go your own way. That was crazy to me that they did a Fleetwood Mac cover. I don't remember what Go My... Oh, wait.
I Gotta Go My Own Way.
I don't really remember that one. All these songs are so forgettable.
I never understood why she left. I was like, okay, being a little dramatic there.
Why does it seem like this movie had a less budget and like they seriously churned this fucking one out?
She's left. All the other Wildcats are mad at Troy for him being all his treatment that he's getting. And Gabriella left, so now Troy's really sad.
No. And he also doesn't know what he wants to do in his life.
And he's confused.
Do I dance? Do I basketball?
And then
I'm Troy Bolton.
Also, why are my friends hating on me for getting all these opportunities?
Well, I guess, but also anybody who's smarter than Troy, so the whole cast, it can see it's pretty obvious that Sharpay is the reason he's getting these opportunities. Yeah. Troy's the only one dumb enough.
But this is when he sings his iconic Bet on It throughout the golf course.
Bet on it, bet on it, bet. Are there any other lyrics to that fucking song?
I'm not gonna stop that.
Oh, yeah. There's no songs similar to this in Carrie the Musical, if you're wondering.
I can't remember any of the actual lyrics.
Probably...
All you can remember is Bet on It.
This isn't the most popular song, but I feel like this is the most famous song from this film because of how insane it is. Mm-hmm. There, in that clip I was talking about earlier with Kenny Ortega and him out on the golf course, the scene where he leaps up and jumps on top of the hill or whatever, Kenny's like, imagine this is the top of the world that you stand upon.
Yeah, it was very dramatic, but like good dramatic.
It's also kind of sexy. Does he get in trouble for that one too?
No.
I thought he does get in trouble for dancing out there.
So right after that, no, what happens after that is that Troy refuses to sing with Sharpay.
Troy refuses to sing with Sharpay.
Unless she lets everyone else perform at the talent show, and he gets his old job back as a waiter. And then now we're like right at the end. So the ending happened kind of fast. Because she lets everyone come back, and then
the writer
right before Troy is gonna go out there to sing the song with Sharpay. Ryan pulls him aside and says, "Oh, you have a new song to sing for the show right now.
Better fucking learn it."
Yeah,
bitch.
And then he runs off with Kelsey to learn a whole new song, and all the other talent show stuff is going on, I would assume, while he does that. And of course, he learns the song in, an hour or whatever.
Maybe.
Sharpay doesn't go, and it's actually Gabriella that joins him on stage to sing every day, which was a good switcheroo. I mean, in real life, I don't know how you could have pulled that off.
How do they get Sharpay to acquiesce?
Because she doesn't know the song. So
that's right.
She's never sang every day, so it's not like she can go out there and steal the spotlight because she doesn't know any of the words.
Which one's every day?
Oh, you said that at the beginning.
I did. I don't remember. This movie is so forgettable. They should have done a better job.
And then at the end of the talent show, once they give the award to Ryan, just so you know, Ryan wins. Ryan wins for being the best choreographer. Right at the end of that, they go to the golf course to enjoy the fireworks, and that's where they play a little bit of You Are Me. You are the music. You are me.
You are me. As Troy's sitting in the pool, his little feet dipping in, and he's looking at his reflection in the night. You are me.
You are the music in me, but it's a reprise. So.
I like our version of Troy Bolton. Emphasis on the.
Me.
He's just a fucking idiot. Gabriella sees him speaking to his reflection. I like this stupid Troy Bolton character we've created.
And then...
Troy Dalton.
And then everyone celebrates the end of the summer at the pool party the next day, where they sing All for One, which has a surprise appearance by Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So if you didn't, you actually got to vote on Disney Channel back before this movie came out of who was going to be the surprise guest.
So how did you learn about that?
I voted for Miley Cyrus.
But there were commercials.
No, you had to go on their website.
But how did you learn about
it? Was advertised on their website. Hey, you want to vote for who's going to show up in High School Musical 2? Click here.
I didn't realize you were going on the Disney website that much.
Yeah, I went on it almost every day back then.
Oh. Yeah, that was... It's so fucking crazy, too, because when you told me that, when it was, the song was beginning, and I was like, oh, cool, she's gonna have, a dance sequence or something, they're gonna focus on her. No, she's, the third person on the right, almost cut out of the camera angle.
No, she's not.
Oh, isn't she?
No, you can clearly see that it's her.
Yeah, but, there's a bunch of other people in the frame, too, that,
There's one other guy dancing with her.
No, there's people in the background.
I think you're thinking of another shot. There's one where it clearly shows, hey, it's her, and then you can see her in the background sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I expected more from this cameo, but it is a cameo.
It's still a cameo.
So that was interesting. Who were the other choices that you could have voted for?
I honestly don't remember. Who was popular at that time?
Fuck, I don't know.
The obvious choice was Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. I don't even... What would have been airing?
Yeah, I mean, we could look it up.
American Dragon Jake Long. Was that Disney?
No, it was all girls.
Oh. How insane would that have been, though? If suddenly... What was Minnie Mouse. It's just a cartoon Minnie Mouse in this scene. It was part of the Play Your Part poll, held January 12th to the 31st, 2007. 45 million votes were cast worldwide.
See, I wasn't the only one that voted.
She was credited as Girl at Pool. High School Musical 2, Play Your Part from Lost Media Wiki.
Oh, it had to be a Hannah Montana cameo star.
What?
That's what it says right here. That's the question.
Several of the winners from the polls were revealed in Wildcat Chat, which aired during commercial breaks on the premiere of High School Musical 2. However, the clips only showed the answers to 7 of the poll questions, which did not show the losing options. Oh.
But it says it had to be Hannah Montana's cameo star.
So
it had to be someone who...
Billy Ray Cyrus could have been in this movie, and those idiots voted for Miley. Imagine, it's this teenage pool party that's so reminiscent of, like, the 60s.
I don't think he was a choice.
You don't know. No one will ever know, because nobody can find any information on it. And then it just cuts to Billy Ray Cyrus in the middle. And he's, like, standing, like, 2 feet taller than everybody else.
Yeah, again, that's probably why he wasn't a choice.
Oh, man, we missed out.
Dude, he wasn't even an option.
Did you see the other things that people voted on?
Yeah.
What else did you... Here, I'm going to go through the list of other
I guess
options.
I voted on this stuff, too, and just don't remember it, because I was so excited over Miley Cyrus.
So they could have voted for the picnic sandwich that Troy and Gabriella eat. The winner was peanut butter and jelly. Chad's t-shirt, the winner was I majored in vacation. University of Albuquerque's mascot became the Red Hawks. On Miss Darbus's chalkboard was the winner, turn off your cell phones. Wow, real timely reference there. What skateboarding trick will Troy teach Gabriella? When does that happen?
No, they talk about it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know I forgot a lot of things from these movies, but a twisted flip. What is on Sharpay's golf cart? Vanity mirror with makeup supplies. Oh, where's that at?
I don't remember that.
That's a fun little... That's like the best thing. Oh my gosh. I found the...
What?
On this website, I found this person has a table of the poll questions that they were able to combine, and they have the losing options.
Jason Earls, Emily Osment, Billy
Ray Cyrus! He could have been in the movie! Oh my god. That is... I wish that he would have won. Why didn't you vote for him? You could have been the deciding vote for Billy Ray to be in this.
Because I was still a child.
Ah, man. The picnic sandwich could have been a gorgonzola panini. No, it could have been a lobster and gorgonzola panini sandwich. Why was that an option for these children to vote on?
Because they wanted them to pick peanut butter and jelly because it's easier.
I like this losing option for Mrs. Darbus's chalkboard, which is detention will resume in September.
Now the cell phone one makes more sense.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the All for One compared to the previous finale song, We're All in This Together?
Well, obviously All in This Together was better. It's just, it was good. It was cute. It just seemed a bit...
Rushed,
yeah.
It's the same thing. I feel like we said the same thing about the first film, which is like, it seems like he got close to the end and was running out of pages and was like, oh god, I gotta finish the story.
I feel like they also did less choreography, which made it suck more. Like, most of the time they were just there, like, swaying.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's a very 60s beach movie. What's that movie that you like where they go into the...
Teen Beach movie?
Yeah.
I love that one.
It looks like something that would be happening in the background.
We need to do that next.
Yeah?
Sure.
No, we gotta do the third High School Musical next.
I meant after High School Musical done.
It's fine. I think that's the part I like about it the most, is that it reminds me of those old sort of teen beach movies.
Yeah.
Musicals. That's the end of the film. Like the last episode, the movie continued to the Disneyland parks. With the first one, they had the High School Musical Pep Rally, which was a parade, float, dance sequence at Disney World and Disneyland, well, California Adventure theme park. A year later, they repurposed it, gave the people new outfits, new summer-based outfits, for High School Musical 2 School's Out, is what it's called, as I said at the top of the show. And I don't know what songs they played. I don't remember which ones.
God, I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure they played All for One, obviously.
Yeah, probably.
And the summertime one. What time
is it? That's they just played that over and over again for the 45 minutes. They definitely played
What Time Is It and All for One. I don't remember them playing any of the other songs. Because it honestly wasn't that long of a parade.
Oh, really?
Like, I was a little bummed that it ended so fast.
Yeah, if you're watching the video right now, these are photos that Lena took when she was there.
And keep in mind, I was like... 9 years old when I took these. So
what was that like when you saw it?
Well, okay,
did you know it was coming?
Yeah, little backstory.
Tell me.
Obviously, like, we knew it was there. Like, I knew it was in the park because they were advertising it. But, of course, it was hard because that summer was interesting because we all had different things that we wanted to do in the parks. And I actually almost missed going to see it because while we normally do Epcot pretty early on. Or we did. And
was that Epcot?
We already went to Epcot and I missed it. Because we went to do something else. And I got really mad. Because it's not like they just had one show. It was like several times throughout the day they were showing the show. And I still missed it. Because, everyone in my family that went wanted to all do something different. So,
I should have just let you go on your own.
Interesting enough. This got to the point where one of the days on our vacation, I believe it was the third or fourth one in, because we had 5 days there, we got so done with it that we all split up for a day.
What? You've never told me this.
I never told you this?
No.
Yeah, that was the first time we've ever done that, too.
So what, you, 9-year-old you just went on your own?
No. So, of course, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere alone, of course, because I was 9. So, thankfully, my grandma agreed to stay with me and go wherever I wanted that day. But everyone else, split off and was all like, you know what, screw it, I'm going on my own. And we had the park hopper. So, that also, just a little note in, caused a lot of problems. Since we had the park hopper, we couldn't decide where we wanted to go at what time and when. And because we could have literally went anywhere.
I want to go to...
Dude, my brother...
To Snowy Slopes. What was it called?
My brother
Blizzard
hops
Peak.
through all the parks just to go on all the roller coasters nonstop all day.
Wait.
That's why, we were having issues like that. He wanted to do that. I wanted to see the shows. My mom, Shelly wanted to do something else. Shelly, I don't remember what Shelly wanted. My mom wanted...
To go see Buzzy, probably.
My mom wanted to do something different. And then we split off so I could finally go see this flippin' show.
Where did you guys stay?
What do you mean?
Where did you sleep?
I believe we stayed in Celebration.
What does that mean?
Just a resort.
Oh.
It's a city there.
What? Oh. Oh, you didn't stay, on property?
No. I don't remember the resort name, but we stayed in Celebration and drove to Disney.
Oh. Okay.
It was a 45-minute drive, I think.
Jesus.
Maybe 30. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
That's almost as long as the parade.
Anyways, but we finally got to see it, and honestly, it was hot, so I felt kind of bad because I could tell my grandma was, overheating because it was the summer in Florida.
What time was it?
It wasn't, dude, we, missed the first one because we got to the parks late.
Well, that's because every time you asked a Disney cast member, what time is it, the show, they would say, it's summertime, and then they'd dance away.
I remember it was, around 4 p.m. we finally caught it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and...
That was probably, one of the last shows they
Dude,
did.
honestly, yeah, and it was short. That's how we kept missing it. It was such a short performance. But I remember them pulling out and, getting so excited. And then, honestly, I was blown away by the dancing. obviously, they had really good dancers. But it was just a little dance show, so it wasn't there was a performance or any. Well, I don't want to say performance, an acting performance or a monologue performance. It was just them dancing to the songs. But they do pull you out. They started pulling out kids to dance with them and play play the drums with them because they had these little drums they were playing with too. And I was luckily one of the kids. That was the highlight of my summer vacation. It was so much fun. I wish I could find those photos, but my grandma must have them.
Is that Disney hat? Is that not still there? Did they get rid of that?
The hat?
The giant Mickey hat.
I'm pretty sure the hat's still there.
Because I don't see it at Hollywood Studios.
Did they take it out?
I see something called Center Stage, which kind of looks like where it would be.
No, it was on a rolling thing, and they put it in front of the hat.
Yeah, where is the hat?
It's supposed to be right there in the middle when you walk in.
Oh.
Let me see.
Oh, it did get removed. 2015.
What?
A stage was placed in front of the Chinese theater to host the incoming Star Wars fireworks and other short shows. I'm sorry to break it to you this way.
Why'd they get rid of that?
So they could make a somewhat Mickey-shaped stage called Center Stage.
They thought it would attract a bigger audience? The only reason I wanted to go there was to get a picture with that hat.
They still have that hat at the Disneyland Resort.
It's not the same.
It lights up at night.
Dude, that hat was iconic. They're idiots.
Well, you can talk about this more when I do an episode on the Sorcerer's Hat.
Like, they're stupid. Well, okay, it's also really stupid that they didn't add, like, another landmark thing or anything.
They did. Center stage.
No, just a stage that's lame.
It doesn't even look like a stage. It looks like a little pavilion that you just kind of walk up on.
Oh, yeah, the memories are coming back to me. I remember them getting rid of the hat.
Well, yeah, if you've gone to Hollywood Studios after 2015, you would have seen no hat.
I blocked it out of my mind because I forgot how stupid that was. So many people wanted to go there just to take a picture under that hat and pretend it's on their head.
Oh, my God.
Because it was funny, because it obviously was too big.
Why don't
to
they
be
sell
on your
that
head.
hat?
They used to sell that hat.
Really?
Yeah.
Disney, sell Oswald ears in the hat.
Disney.
Also, bring us up some.
What are you doing?
Some what's it called? High School Musical merch. Apparently, there was quite a few when this was coming out. Not much. A lot of T-shirts is what I found online.
T-shirt and bags, yeah.
It's like, what else are you gonna do? What, a basketball with Troy's face on it?
We need to do the trivia.
Oh, I didn't know if you were done recounting your experiences with High School Musical.
Well, yeah, that was about it. There's not much I can say about it. It was like a.
What did you do? What did you do when they called you out?
They taught me some of those dance moves. You can see the girl doing it in the photo. That's why I remember so much. It was kind of like something like that.
You can find the videos people have posted in the description.
Yeah, they taught you some of the dance moves they were doing, and then they let you. I don't remember why, but they let you bang on a drum that they had.
Because they need something.
Something for you to do, I guess. Unless I'm mixing that up for something else. But I do remember being taught the dance moves.
Well, that's a neat experience you got to have. Would you say that was a magical moment?
Definitely.
Are you ready to do trivia?
Yes.
So, each episode we do some trivia at the end through the Disney Play app. It's really hard trivia for what should be a fun game and activity to just kind of play in line.
Hard trivia for him. I've been winning.
You're only winning because I gave you the extra point.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I got some pretty hard ones in here that I...
You had hard questions at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it's just been national treasure each time.
Okay, so...
The scores as they currently stand are Blake 7, Lena 10.
Yay.
Officially in double digits.
Yay.
Would you like to read me my question?
Did you look already?
No.
On opening day, way back in 1955...
Fuck.
Which of the following lands was not available at Disneyland Park?
Oh, I might know this.
You might know this.
Oh, wait, no, don't list them to me.
Oh, I almost did.
Which was not available.
We talked about this. We talked about this on this show.
The hardest thing about this is that I don't know how they're going to list these.
So go through the park.
Yeah, hold on. Let me think about what was there.
List the lands. Go around the map.
So, going clockwise, there was Adventureland. Was there? Yeah.
Yeah, Adventureland.
There was Frontierland.
Mm-hmm.
Then that continued up into nothing. Then there was Fantasyland.
Mm-hmm.
Was Tomorrowland there?
Mm-hmm. It's not that big. So yeah, that's them.
The thing that wasn't that big?
That was not available at Disneyland Parks when it first opened. So what land was not built yet?
Out of those that I just listed.
Yes. You know this!
Tomorrowland!
Thank you. Oh, we're wrong!
God,
we're wrong!
You threw that for me!
I'm sorry. I didn't think... No! What?
God, what was it? Oh, Critter Country!
I didn't even think that was a land!
God!
Can I still give you a point? Because that was messed up.
No.
Can I still give you a point?
Unless you
It's a brownie point!
Unless you want to take one of your points from your score.
What? No, it's a brownie point.
No, I got it wrong.
Well, why were they counting Critter Country as a land?
Because they didn't have much?
I thought Critter Country was a part of Frontierland. I thought that was trying to throw you off.
Apparently not.
This quiz is evil.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Workshop in Hollywoodland gives guests of every age the chance to view the Beast's library. In Beauty and the Beast, what causes the prince to turn into the Beast?
What causes?
Yes.
Like an object or like the actual thing?
The action.
So, in Beauty and the Beast, the reason the the Beast turns into the Beast is because he's throwing this big party, and this old brotherly woman asks for, like, shelter because it's pouring down rain. And because she is so hideous, the Beast turns her away. Right after he does that, she turns into this beautiful enchantress. And
God damn it.
she turns into this beautiful enchantress and actually curses the Beast and makes him as hideous as he is on the inside as the outside. Along with that, he is given an enchanted rose, which holds the curse and is continuing to wilt. He will not break the curse until someone loves him for who he is.
Keep going. Tell me the whole movie. So I guess you could say he ignores the enchantress disguised as a beggar. Wow, look at that. You got it right.
I could have kept going, guys. I could have told you the whole movie.
God damn it. I am falling back fast.
Hey, think about it. If you got that question, could you have gotten it right?
No. I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Beauty and the Beast?
I haven't seen Lion King. Why would I have seen Beauty and the Beast?
Because you didn't have enough VHSs when you were growing up.
I had plenty of VHSs.
Clearly not the right ones.
I had DVDs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the rich
I'll
kid
throw
showing
it.
off.
I'll throw it in there.
Rich kid showing off. He was the one
I was
buying
Sharpay.
DVDs. He was the one buying DVDs, but we were all still buying VHSs.
Yeah, well, excuse me. So, the score as it stands, Blake, 7 points, Lena with a whopping 12 points.
Yay! You know what? This is payback for how mean they were to me at the beginning.
And clearly.
I still want to give you a point for that other one.
No,
that was
I
stupid.
don't deserve it.
That was stupid. It was Critter Country.
I don't deserve it.
Okay.
I should know that as a
Critter
Disney.
Country is an expansion of Frontierland.
As an earhead, I should have known that.
Well, okay, can you get half a point? Because technically Tomorrowland wasn't open either. So
I'll give myself half a point. So, the score currently stands: Blake 7.5, Lena 12.
Hey.
Will I ever catch up? Probably not, unless she gets really hard questions.
Oh, yeah.
I wish you could get some Star Wars questions that you just don't know.
Well, with how much you made me watch Star Wars, I might get it right.
I hope it's all about Legends, the novels.
Why would it be about that?
You don't know what's in this.
Yeah, good point. We do not know what's in this.
Why was there a question about a 6-year-old with leukemia?
Yeah, that was weird.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Follow us online, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, at the I Need Some Disney podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're into comics and whatnot, and video games and all that. Follow me online. I make my own comics at Not Blake Wild. The outro is going to get longer every episode now.
Why'd you have to say all that? You just have to say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Look, we're done.
Thanks for listening to I Need Some Disney. This podcast is in no way affiliated with or endorsed by the Walt Disney Company. All opinions, facts, and fun here are our very own. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and connect with us online. Leave any suggestions for future topics in the comments.